feel. Don't let them tell you you have to change. Just because you feel a little strange.
Hi everyone, my name is Joya and my brand is also Joya. So I first had the idea of starting the brand in 2021. It was during the pandemic, and I feel like doing fashion at the moment, it was like really feel like it could give people the more confidence and comfort and also confidence at the moment. And I was starting to have all the work, behind the scene kind of work preparing at the moment. And then I have finally launched it, like full-time going all for it was last November. It was like having the chance of being able to show it at New York Fashion Week as well. And then really that was the moment that I feel like if I don't go all out for it, I will regret it, and I don't want to leave any regret, and that was the moment for it.
Awesome. And tell us more about this collection. So what are we going to see on the runway? What's the name of it, color silhouettes, anything you want to share?
So the name of this collection is called Les Fleurs du Rêve, and it's in French, and it's called the Flower of Dreams. I want to use this collection to create a dreamland for all the women, and this is like the romantic dreamland where we could be feeling ourselves, we could be very feminine, we could be soft, we could be airy, because my brand is always advocating for women empowerment, but I don't feel like it should be categorized in a certain way. You don't have to always look so tough, you don't always have to look buffed up and very territorial being an empowered woman. Being an empowered woman meaning that you could be comfortable being yourself. You could be soft sometimes, you could be vulnerable sometimes. These are all part of us. We have different sides. We have our rational part, we have our emotional part. And I want to have all the women to feel they're comfortable with all the sides of all the sides of theirs. It's like when you feel a little more vulnerable, you need a little rest, or when you feel romantic, when you feel like you want to have your own moment, all these are understandable and all these are part of you. And you don't always have to be so strong and so tough, because there's no perfect person. And I want this to be the message for this Les Fleurs du Rêve collection to all the women. And in this collection we used a lot of embroideries, a lot of feathers, and it's really creating this airy feeling. We're going with the flow of the world, because we can't be control freak all the time. We can't control everything that's happening. So this collection is more like we'll be in the wind, and we'll see where the world takes you. And yeah, and I want to create this dreamland for everybody to feel comfortable being themselves in there, to accept themselves having the vulnerable side. So my advice for young designers is, as myself is also a young designer, I think it's to really, when you have the idea of wanting to do something, you should be very, very dedicated. No one could change this about you. And when you want to pursue something, you need to think about your plans and really go after your plan and really follow through. One thing that I would always say is there's no time that you're fully ready. There's no fully ready. There's nothing like that. You always have to kind of like start it somewhere and then work through it on the way of doing it. And so I'd say, don't be afraid to start. Everyone has a starting time. So when you think it's a good time, you should go for it.